Hello to anyone watching this. My name is Julia, and this is going to be an adventure for the both of us. I've wanted to do YouTube for a long time now, and to kind of get to know me, I thought it'd be interesting if I did a video about something that I really like to do, which is reading. And I have participated this year in the Goodreads Reading Challenge, where I have pledged to read 100 books, which is a lot, and I haven't been doing well. So I decided to participate in their Goodreads Summer Reading Challenge, and they give a bunch of prompts per month that you find books that you want to read. Now, I already have a really big TBR, and maybe I'll do a video on that later, but it's kind of insane. So I decided to just use books that I already had on my TBR in my room instead of going out and buying more and spending more of my parents' money. I'm sorry. So here's my list. This is just for June, and then every month I'm going to make a new video about the books on that month's list, and then I'm also going to do a wrap-up video of that month telling you, did I reach my goal? Did I read all the books on my TBR? This is kind of a loose challenge. It's not as serious. This is just so I get reading a bit more. Alright, so I have my phone with me here with all of the prompts on it. I'm going to be reading the list because I am not that good at memorization, and I'm going to tell you which book I chose to fill that prompt, or if I do not have a book to fit that prompt, and otherwise I'm just going to be reading it to you and then skipping it for now. But feel free to try it to see if you have stuff on your TBRs that you would like to read. That'd be really cool. Okay, so for our first prompt, it is Take Pride. Read a book written by an LGBTQ+ author or features an LGBTQ+ character. For this, I have chosen Been Here All Along by Sandy Hall. I don't know if Sandy Hall is part of the LGBT community, but I know that this book features a young gay boy who is hopelessly in love with his next-door neighbor. I have read her other book, A Little Something Different. I didn't love it, but I've been told that this is a really, really sweet novel. It's fairly short, as you can see, so hopefully I really like it. That's going to be the first one that I'm going to read this June. Okay, so for Into the Great Wide Open, I have chosen the book The Girl from Everywhere. Kind of makes sense. Out in the Great Wide Open, everywhere I would consider the Great Wide Open. This has been on my TBR for a while now, and the synopsis is kind of about her crossing the world on her dad's ship, across times, across universes, to find her mother, I believe. And so it just sounds really interesting, and I'm really excited. It's a bit bigger. Some of the books on this list are really thin, some are really big, so that's one of the reasons I think I might not get through all of them. But this is one of the slightly heftier books, but I'm really excited for it. I think it'll be a fast read. It is by Heidi Heilig. Heidi Heilig. That's how we're gonna be pronouncing that. Okay, for number 3, it's the end of the world! Read a book about the end of the world as we know it. So I thought a perfect book for this would be Rising! New World Rising. It is a book that I actually got in a subscription box, so I don't know if I'll like it, but the book was a part of this subscription box, and the theme was apocalypse and apocalyptic, so I think this will be a very good book to fit this, and hopefully I like it. Number 4 is School's Out for the Summer. Read a book that you were forced to read in school. Now, I didn't like a lot of the books that I was forced to read in school, but one really stuck with me, and I was the only kid in class that liked it. It was Sophocles' Antigone, which is such a good book. Oh my god. And I love the play, I love the book, I think it's just such beautiful writing. I love all the characters. I think it's such interesting struggles that they all go through. It's kind of a family it's not based off of, but it is a continuation of the story of Oedipus, which I feel like is a lot more well known. He ends up with his mom. And this is kind of the fallout from that and the brothers that fight, and one of the young daughters that is unfortunately spoilers. But it's really good, and I'm really excited to reread it because I really enjoyed it, and I think it'll be good to read it without all of like the breakups between like read this part for homework, read the next part for homework. Like I just get to read it all the way through, which I think I will enjoy a lot more. So I'm excited for that. Number 5 is Sick Day. Read a book that you were supposed to read in school, but you didn't. Now for this book, it is a book that I personally wasn't forced to read in school, but didn't. But a lot of other people were, and I didn't get to, and I'm a little salty about it because it's kind of my favorite William Shakespeare play, and that is Romeo and Juliet. Oh, I love this so much. I've read this of my own accord, so this will be a reread. I've also been in it, and I was Mercutio, and so it is definitely my favorite, and I'm so excited to be rereading this. I love this copy edition that I have. It's so pretty, and so I'm very excited to be rereading this in June. Number 6, I do unfortunately not have, and that is Hookem. Read a book that features fishing or fishermen. I don't read books about fishing or fishermen. That's just a me thing maybe, but I don't have that, so we are going to be moving right along to number 7. So I don't have number 7 either. This is kind of obvious for me. If you don't know this yet, I am a theater kid, if you could not tell from my last 2 choices of reading classic plays. But the next book is Sportaholic. Read a book that features a popular summer sport. I don't do sports. I don't understand them. So I don't have that one. So we're going to be moving on to number 8, which I swear I do have. I believe that is the last book that I did not have on my TBR for this month. So the rest we will just be blasting through. Next is a pen pal called Dear Pen Pal. Read a book that features letters or journal entries. Now, I didn't have one that exactly fit letters or journal entries, but kind of modern day letters are texting. Bit of a reach, but that's okay. So I'm going to be reading Emergency Contact. A bunch of people have been talking about this recently. I think it looks so beautiful. It has representation for Asian Americans, and I'm half Korean, so I'm really excited to try this out. People seem to really like it. It's such a beautiful cover. Don't judge a book by its cover, but I definitely do. So I'm really excited to try this one. Alright, next book is Father Knows Best. Read a book that features a father. Now, I saw the play for this, which I guess is a minor spoiler before I reveal it, but I saw the play for this book before I actually read the book, and I bought the book at the play. So this book is The Curious Incident of the Dog in the Nighttime. I completely fell in love with this when I saw it. I think it's just such a brilliant script, and I heard that the book just did such a good job of portraying mental illness, which I think is something really important that we should be reading about and portraying healthily in media. So I'm really excited for this. I know that the play features a father heavily, and so I'm sure that the book will as well. So this is the book that I chose to feature a father. Second to last, we are almost through, is Campfire Story. Read a book that scares the bejesus out of you. Now, I don't like scary things. I tried to read a Stephen King novel, I think last year, and it just horrifically backfired on me. I cannot read scary stuff. I can barely read sad stuff. Which isn't good for me as a reader, but we're working on it. So the one thing that I had on my shelf was something that I got in another subscription box, and that is Sleepy Hollow. So kind of classic, kind of scary, spooky stories. Maybe not as spooky as a horror book, but I have this. It's fairly thin, and just kind of a foray into kind of spooky, scarier stuff. So this will be my campfire book. We are on our final book, and for that it is Ocean Blue. Read a book that takes place on the water. For that, I have chosen Daughter of the Pirate King. Very cool cover. I got this in a subscription box as well. A lot of these are books that have piled up from subscription boxes. if you haven't noticed. And this takes place on the water. It's obviously a very strong female character, as she is this young woman who is also the captain of this pirate ship. That might be wrong. I might have not read the synopsis properly, but no, yes. She is a pretty cool pirate captain. And I'm very excited to read this. It's been credited to kind of be like this female Jack Sparrow character from Pirates of the Caribbean, which I'm excited about, even though I've only watched the first movie entirely dubbed in Spanish. But I'm excited! Yeah, so this will be my final read of the month. This is probably one of the books that it's a little more dubious if I get to or not, but I'm excited for it. I think I'll be reading all of these books in order, but I'm not sure. The mood might strike me, and I don't want to hit a reading slump in the middle of all of this because there are so many books to get through, and for the next 2 months, the list is this long. Like, we have a bit to go for this. But that is it for my June Goodreads Summer Reading Challenge. I'm sorry if any of the audio is weird in this video, or if the video is a little blurry at times. I'm still kind of working out and figuring out my camera. But thank you guys so much for watching this. If you made it to the end, you're so amazing. Hopefully I'll be uploading more. Hopefully you'll see videos from me at the end of June, marking the end of this month's summer reading challenge and launching me into July. I have my books ready for July and August already, but you guys will see that in a couple months if you tune back in. And thank you so much for watching. Hopefully I put up more videos in that time, but school's ending and we're kind of in this hectic middle ground right now. So we'll see what happens, but at least for now, thank you so much for watching, and I will see you all next time. Love you. That is far too cutesy. Thank you. I will see you all later. Goodbye. Okay, so I know I said goodbye, but I just wanted to show you. This stack is bigger than my head. It's so large. Also, I see booktubers doing this for thumbnails. Yes, but these are all my books together. I just wanted to show you, and now they're breaking my wrists, so I have to put them down. Goodbye for reals.